We got new Slippery Stories video. It's been 3 months since there's been a last one. Mommy Seal's here. We got a blue bed now. Yeah, a lot of stuff has changed. It's a whole new school year now. I'm an 8th grader. I'm no longer a 7th grader or a 4th or 5th grader, whatever I was when this channel first started. No, I'm an 8th grader now. It's like, I'm way cooler now. But, yeah, the school year just started and there's already 2 stupid stories that I have to say. Both of them take place in Latin class. Anyways, the first one, this one ain't relevant. The second one's the most important. The first one happened, like, literally... keep in mind, both of these stories basically happened back to back. One happened on Tuesday, and another one happened today. So, yeah. On Tuesday, kid went to the bathroom, and this was in Latin class. He went to the bathroom, like, casually, and then, he went into the middle stall and saw there was poop on the floor. Poop on the floor! And it was the boys' bathroom, And then he came back and said there's poop on the floor in the middle stall. Yeah, like, straight up, there was just poop on the floor in the middle stall. I didn't really believe it at first. And then he said, like, they looked small. And another kid said, oh, is it like Pebbles? Pebbles. But, yeah, that's how it looked, apparently. It looked like Pebbles. I mean, at least it wasn't on the wall or anything. But how do you miss? Either he just somehow missed the toilet that bad to the point where he pooped in the middle of the freaking floor. Or he just purposely did it. And I'm knowing the kid that did it, he purposely did it. Well, yeah, the kid's name is Anderson. And he was a 7th grader. Like, a pretty weird guy. I don't even know if anyone actually likes him. He just looks like the kid that would do it. He's not mean or anything, but he just is, like, super weird. But that's the kid who did it. Because the kid who went to the bathroom, he said he saw that kid walking out of the bathroom after that. Walking out of the middle stall. And then he went in there. And, yeah. I didn't really believe it. And then the boys' bathroom was closed. I thought it would only be closed for a day. It still is closed. I don't know if they're letting the poop sit in there for some reason. I don't know if, like, they're having it fermented. So, like, they can just keep it in a jar or something. I don't know what they're doing. It still is closed. And they say, it will be closed until further notice. And it's going to be closed until, like, October, knowing them. Anyways, second story. This happened today in Latin as well. We had a substitute, which is probably the only reason this actually happened. If this was, like, in a normal Latin class, our teacher would have saw this happening. But, anyways, these 2 kids... One, like, they were kind of, like, messing around. I didn't really see, like, the first part, but they were kind of, like, I believe, messing around with the water bottle. And, like, one of them opened it, and then he didn't close it fully. And then he accidentally dropped it onto the floor, and it spilled all over the floor. And then the other kid who had the water bottle, he's like, why'd you do that, man? Why'd you do that, man? Bro, what? That's basically what it went like. Nothing too important, right? Okay? And then they start arguing over it. And he's like, bro, I literally closed it fully. And the other kid was like, no, you didn't. Oh, yeah. People were mostly on the side of the kid that had the water bottle. So, like, the kid that dropped it. Yeah, most kids didn't really side with him. Anyways, kid who dropped it, we'll call him Butterfingers. And, our kid, the kid with the water bottle, we'll call him... kid with the water bottle, let's call him Finn from Danny's World. Finn from Danny's World. He kind of just, like, I don't know what even happened, but, like, Finn from Danny's World, all I know is that he wasn't too happy about it, Finn. And Butterfingers, he was trying to defend himself, even though it's kind of a hard thing to defend dropping someone's water bottle when it wasn't even fully sealed shut. And then, this other kid comes out of nowhere and just straight up pushes all of that Butterfinger's belongings into the water. And keep in mind, we have a substitute, and he was just kind of looking at the whole thing like this. Just straight up staring at the situation, not even caring at all. And then straight up, the kid's binder, the kid's everything just straight up gets soaked in the water. And we were doing like assignments on these papers, and his papers literally flew straight into the water. And straight up, they just looked like they were literally crumpled up into wet pieces. Like, straight up. And then that whole area was just kind of like sitting there while that paper ball was just kind of in the middle. And then the guy, the substitute teacher, was like, alright guys, turn your work. And then Butterfinger's like, oh, there's my work. And he just picks up the ball of paper sitting in the water. That was 2 papers. And straight up, it went from being a normal paper to a soaked paper ball. Well, balls. And then, here comes the real part. I don't know what happened, but they randomly got physical out of nowhere. And they literally started grabbing each other and pushing each other against the walls and stuff. Like, they were pushing each other and everything. There's this pole, like this, cardboard pole looking thing for decoration in the line. Kind of looks like something out of, like, Rome. They nearly knocked it over. And keep in mind, that thing is like 4 feet tall. 4 feet. If that thing fell on them, oh yeah, it would not look too good. And then, oh, this is the goofiest part. Butterfingers and Finn from Danny's World, the 2 fighters, Butterfingers turned Finn from Danny's World around and pushed them straight into the puddle of water. And that caused Finn from Danny's World to slide across the floor and then fall onto the floor on top of his butt. Yes, it actually looked like this. This is basically what happened. That's literally what happened. Except he fell on his butt. Not butt, back. He fell on his back. He slid across the floor. Like, he slid forward and then just fell. And everyone in the class started laughing at him because it was so goofy and everything. Also, after that whole situation, they still continued to argue with each other. And then we had the whole custodian come in and start cleaning up that whole mess. All because of water just getting spilled on the floor. All of that happened because of water getting spilled on the floor. That's the average 8th graders right there. Average 8th grade fight. Pushing someone into a puddle of water and then just slide across the room and then fall down onto their back. Wow, what a great thing. It actually looks so goofy. This is what it was like, though. And it happened in like 2 seconds, and I literally saw the whole thing. Man, it was so hard trying not to laugh, bro. Well, yeah, that's literally all I had to say. I just wanted to make a video about that because it has to be like the goofiest fight I've ever seen. I mean, I saw a fight in 5th grade where like this girl did a roundhouse kick on like another girl behind my back. Like, they were literally fighting right behind my back. And then they threw a caterpillar like on top of her. But like, yeah, this one's definitely tops that. I mean, sliding in water and then falling on your back is pretty goofy. But yeah, I guess the true winner wasn't Butterfingers. It was the water that carried him somehow. The puddle of water did all the work. Anyways, yeah.